Hello team, welcome back to the garage today. I'm back with another oil analysis. This time it's for my Honda Odyssey minivan that you can see here behind me. A little bit about this van. It's a 2013 Honda Odyssey EX-L. It's got about 207,000 miles on it. The oil change was done on October 20th of 2024. The oil was put in on January 6th of 2024. The approximate miles on the oil is 7,758 miles. The maintenance minder was, if I remember right, around 10 or 5%. That's roughly where I change it, closer to 5. Driving conditions on this oil, 50-50 mix. So I drive to the airport on Monday, drive home on Friday. It's about a 80-mile round trip, and then on the weekends I'm running around errands and things of that nature. This van doesn't get short tripped, meaning if I take one of my kids to a school event and the school's about 3 miles away, I'll take the long way back to make sure it gets up to operating temperature before I park it to get the oil nice and warm. So this van is what I call semi-muzzled. I have a VCM controller on it from SVCM, but I have it on a switch, so on the highways I can turn on the VCM. Around town I can turn it off. Really just have it there for comfort around town and drivability, but also to keep it running as a 6-cylinder, so hopefully I'll have no issues with the piston rings. I've owned this van since new. But it did have the piston rings replaced at 150,000 miles by Honda at the dealership due to the recall on the class action suit, and you can read more about that online. There's tons of information. So since then I did semi-muzzle it, and like I said, around town I just keep the VCM off, so the muzzler working so that all 6 cylinders are running. Okay, let's get into the oil report. First off, let's start off with the comments. This Triax 0W-20 held up well after 7,758 miles of use. The viscosity was in the right range. The flash point is high, as it should be, denoting no measurable fuel was present. The low insolubles show the oil isn't overly oxidized, and oil filtration is working effectively. There's no moisture, coolant, or excess dirt present, and the total base number, or the TBN, is at 2.7. This indicates there will be a good supply of active additive. Try 9,500 miles next time. As for engine wear, it's pretty steady with only marginal ups and downs, which is the kind of trend we like to see. Great results. Side note there, the comments talk about filtration. I am using WIX XP oil filters on this van, and I have been for some time. Okay, so next we're going to get into the oil itself. First, we're going to start off with the wear metals. Aluminum is 4 parts per million, chromium 2, iron 12, copper 2, lead 1, tin 2, nickel 0, silver 0, and titanium is 0. Next, we're going to move on to contaminants. Potassium 0 parts per million, silicon 14 parts per million, and sodium comes in at 5 parts per million. Finally, additives, all in parts per million. Moly is at 117, manganese 2, boron 19, calcium 1,132, magnesium 535, phosphorus 561, zinc 700, barium at 0. Finally, our physical properties on the oil are SUS viscosity 49, CST viscosity 6.96. Our flash point was 415 degrees. Our fuel percentage was less than 0.05%. Antifreeze 0, water 0, insolubles were at 0.2, and our TBN was at 2.7. So as you can see, the oil held up very well. I'm happy with how this Triax oil is working. I think I'll continue to use it in the van. My other concern with this oil analysis, and it seems to have come up unfounded, is I did find a rip in the air intake tube between the air cleaner and the throttle body. I replaced it, but it looks like either it wasn't ripped very long or the rip wasn't allowing in very many contaminants, because our silicon was at roughly around 14, and that's consistent with my other oil analyses. So I'm happy to report that even though it was ripped, it looks like there was no major leakage there. So overall, happy with the results, and keep on trucking. Hopefully get another 100,000 miles out of this van. So let me know in the comments what you think. I did do a virgin oil analysis of the Triax. You can find it on my page and look at that and see how it did before and after. I think it held up very well. So thank you for joining me in the garage today, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.